Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Happy Friday, y'all! What Sidora is saying, she by Shereé is she by stingy. There's an update with Meghan and Harry, and Cardi B is saying she got racially profiled at a luxury store. We're talking about that and a lot more. You know what to do. Grab your tea, grab your beverage. Let go! What's going on, Beauty Besties? Happy Friday, and thank God it's Friday. Y'all, we've made it to the end of another week, and most importantly, tomorrow is October 1st, so we're entering another month in this year. Baby, we're in the last quarter of this year. We got 3 months left. I can't even take it. All the changes. We have pumpkin season, fall leaves season, fall solstice, winter solstice, Mercury's leaving, Gatorade, and strawberry lemonade. It's all the changes happening right now. And I'm going to tell y'all one, speaking of changes, baby, this week has been a lot. I don't know if y'all been following Hurricane Ian, especially for my non-U.S. Beauty Besties, but I said I was in pieces not seeing y'all on Wednesday. But baby, I said my Beauty Besties, I'm sure will be okay with me making sure I was okay during this hurricane. And thankfully, I'm looking out my window. It's sunny. It's beautiful outside. Miami, especially where I live, was not impacted. We got rain earlier this week and lots of wind. And I'm sending love and prayers out to other parts of Florida where the other Beauty Besties live that were really impacted, because I saw the images, child, and it's severe. And sending love and support to my people in Charleston and in North Carolina, because this storm is making its way up to South Carolina, and I heard North Carolina, and everywhere else that Ian wants to take his ass. So I'm just letting y'all know, mwah, 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 I love y'all. And I have to tell y'all a funny story, because your beauty best friend does beauty, child. And on over the weekend, last weekend, I had to prepare for this hurricane because my parents stressed me the hell out. And when I say parents, Mommy Mel and my bonus dad stressed me the hell out. So Saturday, Mommy Mel is talking about, well, you need to go grocery shopping. I'm like, I don't know what to buy. What should I buy? Buy tuna, buy the soup, buy the crackers. Y'all, on a normal given day, I don't normally buy these types of things. So I buy the soups, the tuna. Typically, I would look at the back and be like, oh, that's a lot of sodium. So I buy all the things I need, in case of a hurricane, in case if I lose, power. Then bonus dad is like, buy the bottles of water. Put the bottles of water in your freezer so that way it takes less space and it takes less energy and it keeps things colder. So now I'm trying to buy bottles of water and shove it in the freezer, child. Then on top of that, Mommy Mel is like, well, do you have candles? I'm like, of course I have candles. I have Joe Malone candles. I have Layla Bow candles. I got all types of candles. Brandy, you gonna burn your good candles? I mean, they're candles. You just need to go ahead and buy you some glaze so you can burn candles if you need to. Who is about to have this artificial scent up in their home? I am not burning nobody's Glade candle. I said, you know what? Let me step back off the ledge real quick, because y'all got me at the ledge. And I found I had some extra Bath & Body Works candles lying around the house. So I had to pull out all the candles looking like I was about to do a seance. And so I had the candles ready. Then bonus dad was like, well, do you have a portable stove? Sir, you know me. Hi. Have we met? You know good and damn well I don't own no portable stove. And so then I'm like, well, if I need a portable stove, can you just order it for me? It's not gonna get there on time. You need this type of propane, butane, somebody's gas. Tell me what I need to buy. So then he's online. He's like, well, the Target is sold out. And I'm like, well, Walmart, I think, have it. So now I'm in Walmart FaceTiming this man, trying to find a stove. Do you not know these portable stoves are expensive, child? Do you not know? Not only are the portable stoves are expensive, but you gotta buy multiple cans of gas to keep this going. Child, I was in the middle of Walmart verklempt and sweaty. So I found the flashlights, I found the portable stove, got the propane gas, had the food and everything, and no storm. So I'm so glad. But I officially feel like I now have a hurricane prepared kit, because I didn't have one prior. And he's like, well, because I was going to take the thing back. I was like, oh, we didn't use this. I'm taking the shit back. He was like, well, you need to have it just because you live in Florida. It may have not impacted you this go around, but it can impact you at some point. So I got a whole bin. I don't even have the bin yet. He wants me to put all this in bin. I know you're watching this video, Taro. Go ahead and order me my bin off of Amazon, please, so I can have my hurricane prepare kit. And then on top of that, I found out that I still had hurricane food in my pantry from, you know, the pandemic and the last hurricane. So I got canned tuna in there. I call it pandemic tuna because it expired in 2020. And I did a little Instagram poll, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say this. I don't know if y'all love me or is trying to kill me, but I had a lot of people telling me to eat the pandemic tuna, talking about it's still in the can, it's still good. Child, when did they catch this fish? Let me tell you something. I know Ariel may be black, but I don't know how long ago y'all caught, you know, her cousins and packaged it in the chicken of the sea can. I ain't eating this pandemic tuna, and it expired in 2020. So nonetheless, I say all that to say thank y'all for listening to me rant about my hurricane life and getting prepared. I need y'all to know what I was going through this week while I was getting ready for a hurricane and working at the same time. But let's jump into our first topic. Well, speaking of Ian, there's a Florida company. Yes, I know. Florida company. Y'all know where this is going to go. There's a postcard marketing company here in Clearwater, Florida, that basically said that, honey, them making postcards is essential workers and essential working business, and they weren't going to close. In a lengthy email and in a Zoom call from the CEO said that they were not closing for the hurricane, but they were going to be working. And if they needed to, for the employees to come into the office, they could bring their family, they could bring their pets, because the hurricane, the media hypes up hurricanes and it's not going to be bad. And they don't want the potential of having to tell their clients that they stopped working for a short amount of time before a hurricane and the hurricane never hit, and that they're so close to finishing their quarter on track. And they wanted to make sure they ended their quarter with good results. First of all, I got questions. Because, I left this out the story. Apparently, the CEO did this call on the Zoom as they were driving in their car. So the employees are feeling some kind of way, because the employees are saying, you driving in your car, it sounds like you're driving away from the storm, but you want us to come in and work and bring our family and our pets and everything else? First of all, or second of all, y'all know I lose track. Let's talk about this. I know that, bring your children to work day is a thing, but bring your entire family to work is a whole level of crazy. You expect these people to be productive, and they said, we're going to make it fun. How, Sway? First of all, you got the children here, you got the auntie, the uncle, the cousin, the grandparents, you got the spouse, the partner here, and the dog, and the cat, and the lizards, oh my, and you expect this to be fun? How do you expect the employee to do actual work if they got the entire family they have to worry about? And what y'all planning to do to entertain the family? They're talking about we can have movie night and other things. You're going to need movie night. You're going to need a coloring room. You're going to need a playground. And with all of those things, that's more distraction. All this noise in the background. I don't know how big this building is, but you got this family having a whole key of the time, and their parent is sitting at their cubicle banging out these postcards talking about, I wish you was here, Pam. Like, what is happening? So now that this is trending, the company then had to backpedal because they received some backlash. And so then they said, well, we didn't force people. We weren't telling them they had to come in, but if they wanted to come in, that they could bring their family and they could bring their pets, and this would be a safe environment. But they were still expecting their employees to work a 40-hour week, right? And they weren't giving them any time off that was going to be paid. And then that didn't go over well. So then they backpedaled and told their clients that they're going to be closed Wednesday and Thursday, and that they were opening the building for their employees to come as a safe haven and as a shelter against the storm. Child, y'all see what they're trying to do? They're trying to save face and make it sound like it's a safe place. But as soon as those people thought they were just coming for shelter, there was going to be a stack of postcards that had to be created, mailed, and stamped out, okay? And then finally they said that they were going to be paying their employees for the days that they were closed, and that no employee would go without pay because of the hurricane. And as we can see, the hurricane was real. This wasn't fake news. The CEO's talking about, I lived in this area for 33 years and this has never been a bad thing, and the media is only making it worse to incite fear within everyone and to make everyone feel panic. Does this look like panic? Child, they are waiting in the water in a boat, okay? They look like they're about to head over to Noah's Ark and try to get up on there. What do y'all think here? And what would y'all have done if your employer told you you had to come in and to bring the family, the pets, and everything else? But let's move on. Child, Cardi B is back in the news again, and this time she's putting luxury retailer YSL on blast. Cardi says she went down to the YSL store in New York City, and one of the people in the store acted like they didn't want to help her and racially profiled her. And this is the photo that she took of this person. Tell me why they got the crypt keeper right at the door staring off in the abyss, okay? He already looked like he don't want to be there, let alone want to help somebody that's probably as loud and boisterous and just, Cardi can be very, garish with her clothing at time as well. And he probably looking at her like, who is this person that they dragged in off of, West 22nd and 3rd? I don't know. I made up a street or a block in New York City. But that does not mean that that is right. And let me tell you something about this racial profiling, because here's the thing. I believe Cardi, and I appreciate that Cardi puts them on blast. And that's one thing I will say about Cardi is, despite Cardi being Cardi, she's like, if I see something wrong, I'm going to share my opinion, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. And right now she is sharing her opinion loud and clear. She posted it on her Instagram, and then she said she was going to follow with an Instagram Live. Ooh, Cardi, thank you. Give us the tea, child. But one thing I was going to say about this whole racial profiling thing is that just because the person doesn't look like the standard customer for you does not mean that you get a chance to treat them how you feel like you need to treat them or you want to treat them. And I tell you what I think is going to happen now that Cardi's put them on blast. Let me take a sip. Some CEO, VP, high-level executive is going to reach out personally to Cardi and send her a shit ton of swag for free to try to make up for it. Cardi girl, I wear a size 9, and you make sure you let us know when they reach out to you for PR damage control, and let us know what they sent you for free. Oh, and before we move on to the next topic, I just want to say this whole Cardi B racial profiling is all alleged because, it's her opinion and I don't want to be sued or anything else. So this Cardi says she was allegedly racially profiled. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic. Well, Harry and Meghan is back in the news, and baby, this is kind of juicy. So y'all know Harry and Meghan signed a multi-million-dollar deal, multi-year deal with Netflix to create original content for them, basically almost kind of chronicling their lives as, ex-royals and in the States and all this other great jazz. Y'all also know Harry was coming out with a book, and the book was getting all types of whispers, especially from the UK and the British family, because they didn't know what he was going to put in the book, right? And the same thing with this whole docuseries, they didn't know what he was going to put into it. So now that the Queen has passed, they're saying that the docuseries is going to be pushed out because they're going to try to release the docuseries right after they release the newest season for The Crown. I think this will be season 5 for The Crown on Netflix. If y'all don't watch The Crown, y'all better get caught up before season 5 come out in December, okay? So they're saying because the Queen passing, it's inappropriate to put out the docuseries right away. In addition, they're saying now that the Queen is gone, Harry and Meghan have decided that they want to go back in and do some re-editing for the docuseries. So the word on the curtain across the street is they didn't talk bad about Queen Elizabeth, Her Majesty, in the docuseries, but I guess they had some words, thoughts, and opinions for, Charles, who's now King Charles, and William and Kate. So now that the Queen is gone, they said that Meghan and Harry wants to go in and do some re-editing to zhuzh up some of the language and probably remove some things that might be a little bit more damaging now that Prince Charles is now King Charles and William is now next in line for this throne. I see you, Harry. I see you, Meghan. And I'm going to tell y'all what they're doing. Y'all know what they're doing, right? They trying to reposition themselves to get them titles from them babies, because them babies still don't have the princess and prince title. They try to position themselves that if they decide to want to come back as working royals, they are still in the king's favor and grace, and the future king's grace as well. I see y'all. Y'all are smart, but grab your tea. Did y'all hear that now that King Charles is King Charles, that they redid the organization chart for the royals and they demoted Harry and Meghan to the bottom? So baby, it's like Charles, William, Princess Anne, Edward, some Duchess of somebody, Meghan, Harry, and then Prince Andrew at the bottom. Baby, you only one step up from Prince Andrew, the disgraced prince. Ciao. Y'all got some work to do. That's why they're trying to go in and re-edit this, because they said we can't be that close to Andrew, okay? We don't need none of Andrew's disgracefulness to come rubbing off on us, and we need to secure these titles for our children. I see y'all, and y'all are smart, but I still want this docuseries, and I still need it to feel real raw and not, like, tampered by the crown, okay? Y'all let me know what y'all think here. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Drew Sidora was on Dish Nation this week, and she dished up some tea. So she was asked if she got a chance to keep any of the fashions from She by Shereé, because y'all know Shereé rolled out a rolling rack of clothes to give the cast as like gifts at the end of part 3 of the reunion. By the way, this year's reunion was boring, and part 3 was a snore. But anyways, Shereé rolled out these fashions, gave Andy a sweatshirt, and brought some other things like t-shirts and joggers or whatever to give to the cast. Well, Drew said not only was the fashion screen printed, not drop ship Drew, but she said that as soon as the camera stopped rolling, Shereé snatched back all them fashions. She said She by Shereé was She by stingy. She by Shereé was She by snatching it back. She said we didn't get a chance to keep any of that. It was all done for camera. She didn't know if Andy got a chance to keep his sweatshirt, which I think Andy did, because Andy posted a photo of himself in his closet wearing the sweatshirt. But she said it was an illusion, child. Now, speaking of Real Housewives of Atlanta, did y'all hear that they have officially started film? Actually, they're going to officially start filming this upcoming Monday, and it looks like the entire cast is coming back. So that's Sanya, Drew, Marlo, Kenya, Shereé, and oh God, who am I missing? Candy Go to Nights, right? And they're adding a new face to the show this year. Her name is Janelle Stevens. Now, we don't know if she's going to be a peach holder or a friend of the show, but she owns a skincare line, and that's garden-inspired skincare. I can't imagine putting an Earl Grey face mask on, but that's a good idea. It's called Camille Rose Beauty, and so Janelle Stevens will be joining the cast of The Women this season. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all happy that everybody's coming back? Y'all happy that Shereé coming back? Did y'all want to see somebody specifically go? But on that note, guys, hold on before I leave. I don't know if I'm exactly happy with them bringing everybody back the same way. Like, Marlo was a mess, but not enough. Like, Shereé's kind of boring. Like, the Martell Holt will be her storyline. I don't know. I'm feeling some kind of way, but I'm going to just wrap this up. And y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this cast coming back and who Janelle Stevens is as well. And on that note, guys, I got to go. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and leave me a comment. Most importantly, check them notifications and make sure they're turned on so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. Who loves you? I do. Have a great one. Bye.